Okay. Now, this morning was starting with, the news that hit us yesterday that didn't make everybody felt a certain type of way, because we all have some sort of connection to this great, legendary rock star, soul singer, Tina Turner, and she has died, and she was 83. Now, her death was announced in a post on her official Facebook page. It said, and I quote, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of Tina Turner. With her music and her boundless passion for life, she enchanted millions of fans around the world and inspired the stars of tomorrow. Today, we say goodbye to a dear friend who leaves us all her greatest work, her music. All our heartfelt compassion goes out to her family. Tina, we will miss you dearly," it read. No, so she was born in 1939, and she lived with her grandmother after her parents split up. And she had countless hits through the 1960s and 70s with her then husband, Ike Turner, who was abusive. She escaped the abuse. Now, okay, let's talk about some of her songs. Her number one hit, "What's Love Got to Do with It?" Oh my God. You can sing it?
Why are you trying to put me on the spot?
Now, that album won her 3 Grammy Awards and eventually sold over 10 million records. She became a fixture on MTV and became a global superstar with her intense and lively performances, and she became known as the Queen of Rock and Roll. Now, she eventually moved to Switzerland and married her longtime boyfriend, Erwin Bach, a music executive, while Turner and Ike were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1991. She was inducted again as a solo artist in 2021. And I quote, "One of my early career goals was to become the first Black woman to fill stadiums around the world," she told the Today Show 2 years ago. "At the time, it seemed impossible, but I never gave up, and I'm so happy I made that dream come true." What are some of the memories when you think Tina Turner? What comes to mind?
Her beautiful voice. Her whole, I remember one of the videos I saw, her legs growing up.
Oh yeah, her legs.
And the fact that she would always accentuate it and show it, and I got it.
Yeah.
It was a typical, I've got it and I'm flaunting it.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest that stood out for me was that for me, she was an icon of strength.
Yeah.
For the fact that even though she was with somebody who was abusing her and they were a team, she found her voice and she stood up for herself.
Yeah.
So for a lot of women, that's when you're going through stuff like that, and you think about how Tina Turner was a popular person, all that fame and everything, and she didn't let it back her down, and she stood up for herself. Even with all the fame and the backlash that could have come with it, you'd know that if you're in such a situation, you would have to stand up for yourself and save your life. So for me, that's the biggest thing that I'll remember about her, the fact that she didn't let the abuse continue, and she chose the path to live up to 83.
Yeah.
If she had stayed, I do not think she would have hit the 83. So I mean, that should speak to anybody going through anything like that. That you have to make a choice.
And the hair, she kept that look her whole life.
Every time somebody was trying to play Tina Turner, you needed to get the look.
Oh yeah.
The dress you see how you're smiling.
Oh yeah, and you just needed to get it right.
So for me, her music, I mean, there's so many. Simply the Best. What's Love Got to Do with It? Today I didn't bring my singing. You should have told me.
I should have told you that we'll sing Tina Turner song.
I said I bring my singing voice.
Today you didn't bring. You left it at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time I will be sure to bring it.
Next time you'll be sure to bring it. Okay. So we are moving on, and Kosie Japan and Gamro are still at it. In it. They are not at it. They are in it.
It's like a rivalry that I don't know will, I mean, never end.
Usually when things like this happen, people seem to think that, wait, do they have a previous, is there history of some sort? Because, you know, the way the guns are blazing, you would think that it's not just for this particular issue. There could be some previous things that we don't know. However, I can understand where Akosua Japan is coming from. I totally can. Now, Rexoma has responded and said that Gamro once upon a time, took the late Akwabwa to hospital and paid his bills. So we do know that the tension has risen between two prominent figures, Akosua Japan and Rex Omar. And this is Nako Rex.
Yeah, and I think they're going to perform. Probably they'll put that away when they're going to do the performance. And they're coming together. Is it this weekend or next weekend? There's a program coming up.
No, but I love the fact that let's separate work from things that need to be said and done, you know, because I mean, they've always had such a good relationship.
Absolutely.
And to think that they are here at this particular place now.
It's unfortunate, though, that it's always when somebody is in need or passes that this Gammo conversation comes. And for us, as young as we are, we've heard about it since. I mean, it's a lifetime. My whole life, there's always a situation about royalties every time somebody passes. And it's always the musicians. And I mean, it's unfortunate. If the systems were in place properly, Akosua wouldn't have to be fighting right now. Because whatever, we play Akwaba's music. So whatever is supposed to go to him, if it was the system.
But the login system at the radio stations. You and I.
We cannot. I told you I didn't call. I don't have a lawyer, so it's okay. I remember enough warning, but it's sad and unfortunate. It's very.
It is sad and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we all know the tension that has risen between the two prominent figures, Akosua Japan and Rex Omar, regarding the Ghana Music Rights Organization and the death of Kojo Akwabwa Sr., father of Akwabwa Jr. Now, Rex Omar, a renowned Ghanaian highlife crooner who doubles as the chairman of the interim management committee of the Ghana Music Rights Organization, has strongly criticized Akosua Japan for what he perceives as fabricated stories aimed at tarnishing Gamro's reputation. Now, this follows allegations by Akosua Japan that the leadership of Gamro left the late Akwabwa to his fate when he needed financial assistance to pay for his medical bills. Now, it would be recalled that in a recent interview, Akosua Japan revealed that prior to Kojo Akwabwa Sr.'s death, he had called her about 3 months ago and lamented about how one Abraham Ajete of Gamro sent him 250 Ghana cedis for medical bills.
Money,
nonetheless, Rex Omar in a Facebook comment has described Akosua Japan as the biggest liar, emphasizing that he was at a loss as to why the latter was only talking about the deceased alleged plight after his death. Akosua is the biggest liar. So why didn't she speak about it till now? Now that the man is dead. We have no such records in our welfare books. Kojo was a very proud man and will never say any such thing to anyone, he wrote. To clarify the situation, Rex Omar explained that Kojo Akwabwa Sr. had only requested assistance from Gamro once, and when he did, Gamro Welfare led him to the hospital in their vehicle where he met with his doctor. So now it's a he said, she said, Sunny, where clearly, according to Rex Omar, Kojo Akwabwa Sr., with the kind of pride he has, he would never have said such a thing to someone. And also the only time he reached out to them, they actually went and physically took him to the hospital. So there's no record of anybody sending him 250 Ghana cedis. And again, Rex Omar says, but if you had such a problem with that situation when it happened, why did you not say anything until now?
Yeah, I am.
Why did you have to wait?
Well, we can't speak for Akosua, but whatever the case may be, it's still not good enough. if the systems, I think they should rather push for the system to work. And if it's working and whoever is getting their monies, they don't need to come to you and tell you that you need to take them to the hospital. And so
Or that
if
they
you
need
took
help.
them,
But this is monies that are due them.
anyway, and in amounts that, I mean, one hospital bill would not cover. So if it's supposed to come regularly, fix that situation rather than say that he approached you and you took him to the hospital in your vehicle.
Yes.
I mean, it's not
Clearly
good enough.
to state that we saved him some
It's
transportation.
not good enough.
as well.
mean, we've had times where we've worked at stations, we've called about the situation and they would pay lip service, and till today, probably he shouldn't. I mean, he's lost his sight, we understood that. But if he probably got all the care he needed, he could stay and also grow very old. The systems, we are talking about Tina Turner today. If the systems out there weren't working, I mean, imagine what would have happened to all of them. Michael Jackson's estate is still earning something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we just need to fix the system, whatever, so that anytime somebody passes, government will not come in. Whatever welfare they need to do, they'll just go and present an extra money or something, and everybody is good. You know, it's unfortunate. They need to fix the system.
Yeah, and everybody complains about it.
Everything. And you know, it becomes bigger when somebody passes.
Yeah.
But once everything dies down, then we go back to everybody going about their business. And to think that it's musicians who are heading these things, and this is still happening. Like, how are you protecting your own turf? You know, when you're able to work now. What if you never know what will happen to you in 2-3 years and also be needing help? So if the system is not working, let's admit that it's not working and fix it.
So if you set the system up good, you benefit from it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's so much. I mean, every single person on that, they are timeless music. Nakorex made timeless music. Akwabwa, I mean, and that we are playing them and enjoying them. So whatever benefits that has to go to them, it has to.
It just has to.
For me, I am not authorized or too knowledgeable to speak on it, but I know the basics, that if the system was working, we won't have the situation where somebody will be saying they gave him 250 CDs or they took him to the hospital. If he had all he needed, nobody will hear that he's sick and he has to go. I mean, he's a man of pride, of course, and I would also not want to have to tell everybody that I'm sick, so come and take me to the hospital.
Yeah, or I need your help to do this.
Yeah, and he's worked, and the fact that his son had to take up all that responsibility for a man who has laid down his life and worked all those years. I remember growing up seeing him behind the keyboard.
Yeah.
He's playing like 4 keyboards at the same time.
Yeah.
One on the left, one on, and he's like going at it. So he's worked for it. Why should he suffer at this when he should be enjoying everything that he's worked for?
Yeah.
So it's really sad.
It is really sad.
We pray for his soul to rest in
Yeah,
peace.
may his soul rest in perfect peace. And our hearts goes out to the entire family.
And especially to Akwaba Jr.
Yeah, and to Akwaba
Yeah,
Jr.
we know how he felt. It's a lot.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we are moving on, and Anita Eskin is in the news, and she's talking about the need for female MCs. She's encouraging a lot more women to go into it. Now, she's a renowned journalist and event host from Ghana, and she has urged more women to work as MCs. Now, speaking in an interview, she claimed that there is currently a significant need for female MCs. And I quote, "I also encourage many women to pursue professions as MCs. These days, there are lots of clients asking for female MCs," she remarked. Anita also gave emerging MCs advice on how to improve their skills by listening to criticism and addressing their faults. She spoke briefly about the need to use humor when MCing and advised MCs who aren't naturally witty to refrain from delivering jokes while doing their duties. She has said that despite the fact that humor might be useful for engagement, it is not a requirement for being an MC. If you don't understand the joke and how it connects to the audience, I believe being humorous is overrated. So my first piece of advice is to not try to entertain too much, she said. So, yeah, she's calling out. There's a market out there, especially for women, to explore when it comes to emceeing. You know, one thing I've noticed about being an MC these days, you need to know how to dance. In Ghana, it's becoming a thing. I mean, unless you're emceeing corporate, events, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Because and that has become my thing, kind of, because I've always stayed away from the party outdoor type of thing. I'm not cut out for it at all. I don't know how to entertain anybody. I have 2 left feet. I can't dance to save my life. Somebody put a gun to my head and say, Natalia, dance. I'll just say, kill me, because I can't give you any kind of show when it comes to dancing. But have you noticed that it's become, especially for the men, it's become some kind of it's part of the starter pack.
Yeah, I think it adds a very nice vibe to it. Like is it the Gen Z say that?
Yeah, it's giving.
Yes,
Gen Z people say it's giving
a different level of vibes if you're able to dance.
Yeah,
and so, but I think that it's not a strict requirement, because I've seen MCs like,
if you don't dance, they'll say you're boring.
I mean, use your 2 left feet. Am I allowed to mention names?
No, but you don't. But do you have to dance? My thing is not knowing how to dance.
Yeah.
But do you have to dance?
It depends.
Part of being an MC requires that you dance. But
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
But these days, there's a lot of challenges going on.
Yeah.
And so it adds to it if you're...
It adds the fun.
Yes, if you're MCing and that particular song is playing, like if Terminator is playing now. It would be nice if you can do that. You know, it adds to it, and everybody will, people can relate. The younger ones can relate to you very well if you are able to. They'll be like, this person.
So you need to be relatable.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So there are so many people who can't dance, and
I feel also as trying to be an MC or as an MC, you need to have a niche.
Absolutely.
You can't MC everything.
No, you can't.
There
are some really good... It depends. There are people who are able to fix themselves. I know a few people who are able to do corporate very well, and when it comes to weddings, they're able to kill it. They know all the new songs, the happening songs, they can dance. So especially I think for the people that can dance, you can limit yourself to maybe doing a lot of the wedding, because you can lead the charge when it comes to electric slide.
One person that I really love, I've never experienced him personally, but anytime I see his videos, I'm like, wow, he puts his back in it, is George Bannerman. Like, he will dance from when he's introduced all the way. And he's doing all the different dances. And I think he has like an introduction setup. So there's a little 5 seconds, 10 seconds music, so it's back to back to back. So he'll dance to this, and then the music changes, and he changes the dance.
And now he's broken borders.
He's just going here and here and here.
He's way out there MCing. I saw a video. I was like, whoa.
And I find it interesting.
Another person who's able to do that very well is Kabute.
Oh yeah, Kabute.
He does corporates like Breeze and weddings. He'll be. Sometimes I look at him like, aren't you too old for this song?
Yeah, so the female MCs.
That's their focus.
And there any that is there any female MC that is able to put it down? Like, I can dance, I can do corporate, I can do all of this.
I think Nashoko tries.
Okay.
And then recently I've seen Bella too trying. I like if you show her what to do. But for the females, sorry Bella, for the females, no name comes to mind easily. But the men I think it cuts across. There are so many men who have 2 left feet and they are not shy about it. But for the girls, we try. When we show you what to do, you can try something, don't you?
When you show me what to do, I can definitely try to put it together.
It's a Terminator morning for
It's a Terminator morning for me this morning. Definitely a Terminator morning for me. Okay, let's touch on this very last one. And So the Color Purple's trailer, or first trailer, has been released. Now, the first trailer of The Color Purple, an upcoming American musical coming-of-age period drama film directed by Ghanaian singer-songwriter and filmmaker Samuel Bazawule, professionally known as Blitz Bazawule, has been released. Now, the film was adapted from a screenplay by Marcus Gadley based on a stage musical of the same name, which in turn was based on a 1982 novel of the same name by Alice Walker. It is the third feature film to be directed by the Ghanaian director, following his work on The Burial of Kojo and Beyonce's Black is King. Now, The Color Purple is a story about the lifelong struggles of an African-American woman living in the South of America during the early 1900s. It stars big names like Taraji P. Henson, Halle Bailey, Fantasia, Hair, and how do you say this? On Johnny Ellis and Coleman Domingo, Ciara, amongst others. Now, the film is produced by Steven Spielberg, Scott Sanders, Quincy Jones, and Oprah Winfrey. It is set to be released on Christmas Day of this year. So help us God. We will see that movie and enjoy it.
Absolutely excited about that.
So there we go. The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yes,
Can we get it? Anika, we're going to see the trailer. Oh, right. Right. We should have seen the trailer, but we don't have the trailer.
I love the cast. This is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
My favorite, Tarat.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go on a break. When we return, Sun Up is still... This is Showbiz TV. Do stay tuned.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This effort is FDA approved.
Sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter.
We promise you an exhilarating time span of delight on Afro Section.
Strawberry ginger.
Your world's about to get rocked with the finest visual playlist of Afro hit songs across the continent.
We know we fun like me. We know we fresh like me. We know we hot like me.
Your satisfaction is a surefire thing, so just loosen up and drift into an Avalon of multifarious Afro music on Showbiz TV.
I'm protected by Jah Almighty Father. Them can see we from afar.
I am your party giver, Kathy Brown. Afro Section, showing every Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. only on Showbiz TV.
The Showbiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store, search Showbiz TV, SHOBIZ. Download the Showbiz TV app. Now open the Showbiz TV app. Tap on Showbiz TV live stream, which takes you to Showbiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Showbiz TV live all day and all night. Showbiz TV, beyond music.
They go see me for countryside.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Showbiz Top 10. Showing every Thursday on Showbiz TV.
Shobiz TV.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day.
Welcome back. This is Sun Up on Showbiz TV. Let's check out the trailer for The Color Purple. Do stay tuned.
Today, our teacher taught us about a place called Africa. She say our mamas come from Queens over there. That means that we, royalty.
I don't need you to love me.
Afternoon. I needs me a wife.
Even if we have to part, you and me, us have one heart.
I don't need
Get off my land!
you.
I rat you every day. Daddy! Nothing but death can keep me from it.
Oh, Miss Celie.
You must ain't got no kinfolk around these parts.
All I had was my sister. She was the only one ever loved me.
I'm gonna hold my head up. I'm gonna put my shoulders back.
It's time for you to see the world.
There's gonna be some changes made.
Put it on. This ain't me.
Hush. We need to look like we belong. Let's see this smile and color. Sweet and loving God.
Showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to.
Now we're talking. Dear Celie, we are more than just kings and queens. We are at the center of the universe.
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, so on Christmas Day, a bold new take, and this was directed by Blitz Bazole, who's Ghanaian, and we're proud. And that's the thing about Ghana. Shouts going out to Tilly. Tilly says, Ghana for day. Hype no kwani so. We will never be the ones to hype you to that level. We want someone else to do it, but when you get to that level, we will hop on.
Oh yeah, we'll be claiming you sharp.
We will hop on when you get to a certain place.
We will claim you.
But we will not. Oh yeah,
ancestry.
but we will not be the ones to take you from the bottom.
When you start, you're on your own. Figure it out.
When you get to a certain level, we will support you.
Oh yeah. The flag has to fly when we know you.
I know, right? It's such a Ghanaian thing. It's such a Ghanaian thing. But I really look forward to this. And I mean, I love Fantasia Barrino. I love her voice, and Taraji as well. And I think that they did really well with the cast.
Absolutely.
They did really well. Yeah.
To be able to do act in something you grew up watching.
Yeah.
I mean, that's serious goals.
Oh yeah, serious goals. And seeing that you have producers like Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones, it couldn't get any better.
We should start our acting career. You never know. We could be in Hollywood.
Acting career?
Yes.
Now?
Yes. Endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities. I will, the next time you hear of an audition, let me know. I'll go through and see what I can put together.
Sharp.
So help me God.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on a break, but Judith, thank you so much for coming through. I have enjoyed you on the show.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to you coming again and again and again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
This is my seat now.
It is your seat. It is your seat. Thank you so much. We're gonna go on a break. When we come back, my next guest will be in the seat. Do stay tuned.
Shobiz Top 10. Showing every Thursday on Shobiz TV.
The Shobiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store. Search Shobiz TV. SHOBIZ. Download the Shobiz TV app. Now open the Shobiz TV app. Tap on Shobiz TV live stream, which takes you to Shobiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Shobiz TV live all day and all night. Shobiz TV, beyond music.
You go see me for countryside. Sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter.
We promise you an exhilarating time span of delight on Afro Section.
Strawberry ginger.
Your world's about to get rocked with the finest visual playlist of Afro hit songs across the continent.
We know we fun like me. We know we fresh like me. We know we hot like me.
Your satisfaction is a surefire thing, so just loosen up and drift into an Avalon of multifarious Afro music on Shobiz TV.
I'm protected by Jah Almighty Father. Them can see we from afar.
I am your party giver, Kathy Brown.
Afro Section, showing every Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. only on Shobiz TV.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Shobiz TV. Beyond music.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let's make this so wonderful. Let's make this so powerful. Let's make this a beautiful day. Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes.
Okay, welcome back. This is Sun Up on Showbiz TV, and my next guest is seated. He is quite the gentleman, if you may, Abrantier. He's seated right next to me, and Eugene Reynolds Kwame Ado. He's known in showbiz circles as Reynolds the Gentleman, and he's a Ghanaian Afro R&B and He's also a songwriter, a composer, producer, multi-instrumentalist. So that makes him a musician proper and a film sound producer as well. He's produced for Ghanaian artists like Manifest, Medical, King Promise, Stoneboy, Adoma, Efia, Joa, and Fra. And in 2017, he released his debut album, The Magic in the Ordinary, which featured amazing artists like Manifest, Kojo Q, Sina Soul, Chichiku, Walasi, Haywire, etc. It's a 14-track mixtape spanning diverse genres from R&B to soul to Afrobeat to high life. Now, his second album, Bittersweet, was released in 2019. It has 10 beautiful songs and had features from Enam, Felinuna, JT, Kweku Afro, etc. Now, Reynolds, the gentleman, has a lot of release singles with Sa Mame, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Being his all-time most played, streamed song yet. He has also been on Ghanaian music TV reality shows like Gangsters and Stars of the Future. And today, I'm so happy that I have his company in the studio. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Rain,
I'm sitting here like you finished the whole interview, like you said everything. But yeah,
Reynolds,
so
the gentleman. Thank you for joining me in the studio. I've been, listen, I held my breath the entire time waiting for you. So now that I can breathe again, because you're here, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
But this chest you're showing me,
My
dear.
button, that's it.
No, don't worry. I'm not complaining.
Okay, cool.
Please open it again. This is not me complaining at all. This is just me saying that, yeah, it's definitely a good view for the morning. Yeah, you have a good looking man showing your chest. Why not? Okay, so now let's get into it. You play how many instruments?
4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you know how to play instruments before you became a musician? Or when you, I mean,
okay, I get
playing an instrument makes you a musician, but the intent of knowing how to play was to do music, or did you start doing music and then learn how to play them?
Okay, so instruments came to me naturally. I found myself always drumming on the table, like back in JHS.
Okay.
Like I couldn't stop. I would do it. My teacher would ask, "Who is that?" Everybody points to me. They lash me. I sit back, start. Like it was just something I couldn't do away with. So I found myself very drawn to it, and so church was where like I really started. And I started with the drums.
Okay.
And then I remember seeing the bass guitar and going like, this instrument, they look good. But I didn't have a bass guitar, so I found myself like a plank of wood, found nails, found rubber band, and I didn't even know I was creating a guitar, like a makeshift guitar myself. And that's how I learned how to play the guitar. For some reason, I couldn't hear myself, so I had to put the wood to my ears, strike the thing. I'm like, okay, this is, if I take this as do, I move to the next one, it doesn't sound right. For some reason, I could just understand that this is wrong, this is right, and that's how I started. And then, of course, you grow, you make friends, you start learning other instruments along the line.
Right. So you do the drums, the bass guitar,
the lead guitar, and then the keyboard,
and then
maybe percussion, just because it's like drums. Yeah.
And the keyboard, how did you learn that one?
Singing, like all the instruments.
You were just playing around with it?
Yes, I actually
playing
started.
Around with it and it came.
You hear, I could understand, but to get to this level where I'm at right now, of course, I had to ask people who were better than myself. You know, what does this mean? Even the need, like I really wanted to learn music.
Right.
I won't even lie to you. I really wanted to go to school for music, but all the music I'm doing is even just
it's self-taught. Yeah. Which is really good. Yeah. So knowing how to play instruments, being a producer, you produce for a lot of artists, and being now an artist yourself, how does that influence your music? As opposed to just somebody who's just an artist that you write your own songs.
Yes.
So another person. I don't write, I don't play any instruments, I don't produce for nobody. I'm just an artist. Obi Tran Makoto. So, you know, knowing that you have all of this wealth, you know, as a base, how does that differentiate you?
I mean, I feel like, number one, I just want to say, if you don't know how to play instrument, if you don't know how to write, it doesn't make you like less of an artist.
Absolutely.
That's number one. But if you do know how to do these things, it gives you speed.
Right.
Which, you know, in our business, sometimes it helps.
Okay.
And also,
when you say speed, what
you
does
finish the song. Like if I can do all these things, and somebody needs like so many other people to write, to produce, then it means I'll finish first. It doesn't mean my song will be better than yours. I'm just saying it gives you that speed.
Right.
Yes, and then also cost. Because if I can do it myself, of course, I'm not going to pay myself.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that.
But it doesn't, you don't suppose it adds a little knowledge to what you're doing? Like it gives you more depth? Because I remember when I was learning do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a longer way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, and not to follow so, tea, I drink with jam and bread.
And it brings us
back to do. Right. But we learned, because I remember, now it's no longer in the curriculum, but when I was in school, we actually learned music.
That at B school.
Yeah, we learned music.
Yeah, you know it.
So there was music. So I knew like all the B flat and this and that. Like I know like Oh yeah, so I knew these things, but I mean I didn't care a day about music. I just didn't care. It wasn't my thing. You know, but I still remember, and I feel as though if I had decided to do music, that knowledge would have helped me more because I actually understand what I'm doing. You know, and that was the question for you, is the knowledge of it clearly is way deeper than somebody who's just singing it in the studio, who doesn't actually have like the depth of what it is you're doing.
Exactly.
And that will definitely add some richness.
It does. It does. For me, there's two kinds of music makers, if you like. There's people who do the music because they've learned this theory. They understand exactly. They know why they are playing this chord. They know why they are singing this note. And then there's people like me who do it from a place of feel. Like, so when I pick the keyboard, I am not sitting there feeling like if I don't play this chord, the song is not going to be good. I go, if it's not nice, I just delete it.
You delete it.
You understand? You keep going till you get that one that you're like, nah.
It's just a feeling. It comes to you.
So yes, if I had the knowledge like from school and everything, I think it will also shape me in a different way. But there's also people who do it like myself.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the passion. It drives you, and you make it happen. Okay, we're gonna catch one of your visuals. Because you look even better. I mean, he looks really good here, but when you watch him on the TV, like
pressure. Pressure.
So we're gonna catch one of his visuals. This is the gentleman Reynolds, the gentleman Abrantier. Do stay tuned.
Oh yeah. The gentleman. When I'm quite so Beffy, I can't wait to see you. Baby, you so lungu mommy, cause I really can't wait to see you. Berry man quite be at my bar, I can't wait to serve it to you. Edo, Salvador. Darling, bribing, yeah, what to? Boy, won't come up there, what's soon? Travel told him, it'll be remember I was free until it's 2 a.m. morning dew. I know but you my walk and so you pay and go. Sunday I may catch you down. I'm only one, baby. Me I was soldier. Girl, your wish is my command. Sunday I may get no doubt. I'm not sure you better take back. My sweetheart with a sweetheart. We are jet. yeah, comfy, we'll haul it up. Darling, Robin, yeah, what to? Bob will come out there, what soon? Travel told him, yeah, no be remember, what's 3 until it's 2 a.m. morning dew. I'm not put you my walk, I saw your pie and go. Sunday, I may catch you with that. Me, I was soldier. Girl, your wish is my command. Sunday, I may get no data. I'm not sure you better take back. My sweetheart with a sweetheart. Will you check? Sunday, I may catch you with that. Wish is my command. Sunday I may get no dano. I'm not sure you better take back. My sweetheart with a sweetheart. We are check. I'm quite so diffy.
So I was just asking Reynolds that what were you people doing? Or see, you were just acting. How close was the acting? Because I see your faces were pretty close.
We had to cover turns, you know. Yeah.
There was nothing beneath the covering.
It was only distance under the turns.
But I mean, I love this. Very colorful
Thank
visuals,
you so much.
and I mean, your fine self, of course, well represented in there. So this is a love song.
Yes.
Okay, tell us what it's about.
Oh, you know how sometimes you miss someone, not just someone, your partner, right? And it feels like this person, you are missing the person in a way to say like they are outside of the country or they are in space doing some work, so they'll come back late. But the person probably is just at work, you know, but it's that intense.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of, I can't wait to see you.
I can't
like,
wait to see
you know.
you.
And in this song, I was saying I've cooked a meal. We all
What
know
meal
I don't even know how to cook any meal.
Oh, you can't cook?
Small things, you know.
Can you cook for your own self?
I could if it's rice, and
Rice
it's not rice
and
cooker. Stew in the minimum, so I'll probably have someone do it for me. But
Wow.
rice, fufu de wahame.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not a problem.
No, I'm
these
learning.
days. No, you don't need to. I mean, these days I always say that. Look, we have come to a place where you don't need to do much, or you don't need to force yourself to do much. There are people whose jobs it is specifically to do certain things.
True.
You know, that's why every time I can't understand when people talk about the fact that I need a woman who can cook and clean and this and that. I'm like, oh my God, that is somebody's business. There's a cleaning company purposely for that. So, you know, looking out for the depth of a person is not in the physical things they can do.
True.
like, you know
agree.
what I mean? To some extent, yeah, but it's not that big a deal, Charlie.
I get it.
At the end of the day, we'll eat.
However,
however, we will eat, you know. Even if not restaurants, these days people actually contract other people to cook meals that they can keep, and so and yeah, big deal, sir.
Honestly.
So what were you cooking?
In the song, I was hoping say it's soup.
Soup.
But
what's your favorite soup?
Nkrumah.
Really?
Okro.
Okro soup?
Banku and okro soup with all nations meat. That's my.
That's your favorite food.
Yes.
But what's your favorite soup? Still okro soup.
Okro. Yeah, it has to be okro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It can disturb you small, but yeah.
Yeah. But that's nice. I love okro too.
Well, maybe apart from that, light.
Light soup.
Yeah.
Light soup is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
easy.
you teach me?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so this has been out for how long?
Just a little over a month.
Okay.
And it's off my third album. It's called Mr. Cupid.
Okay.
I'm yet to release it.
Okay.
Everybody's asking because I did it 2021.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't get what goes into, you know, promoting like an album. This is not just a single, this is an album. So there's a lot that needs to be done. But yeah, I shot a concept for the full album. I titled it Cupid Live.
Okay.
And so I performed all the songs on the album, 12 songs, all produced by myself again. And so, that was Cupid Live, and I have the videos from that I could use as official videos, but I'm actually looking forward to shoot official videos for
official
all the
videos.
Yeah.
Who else is on Cupid?
So there's K Slice from Holland. So from Nigeria, Mr. K from Nigeria, K Omega from America. Oh wow. They say I know a blackout.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please, if I didn't mention your name, don't cry.
For,
You're on the album.
You're on the album. Okay. But when are we getting the actual album?
So I'm looking at next month or next 2 months, depending on how things go.
Things go.
Honestly.
These days.
But I'll probably drop one more song from the album before the full thing.
These days, some people can announce an upcoming album that never really comes.
I mean, I said it in 2021 and I'm sitting here saying this.
So we're just being cautious, you know, and then they'll come and tell you that, oh, well, some of the people I was hoping to feature, they never really made it.
Oh, no, for me, everything is done.
It's done.
Everything is
It's
done.
not 30% done.
No, mixed, mastered, everything is done. I'm just trying to strategize so this third album will be a little better than the first two. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you balance your roles as both a singer and a producer?
It's not easy at all. If I had my own way, I'll be doing just one, because music is difficult.
Right.
But I think I just tell myself, this is what you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
And so you're going to do it.
You don't have an excuse.
Yes. And I don't see, like, I can't see myself doing a 9 to 5 to find money to do my music, because I'm independent. Of course, I'm looking for an investor.
Yeah.
But until then, I can't say I'm not doing anything. So production came, yes, because I wanted to produce for myself. I couldn't pay for production. I learned it for myself. But now that's what is feeding my music.
Yeah.
So that just the fact that it's feeding my music is enough for me to keep going. So I produce for others. I make money and then I put it right back into my music.
Right. And how do you find inspiration?
Oh, everything around me is inspiration for me. Like every sound. So I told someone this the other time and they thought I was joking, until the person heard another producer say it. For me, I could be in traffic and 2 cars are honking. People might hear noise, but I might be hearing like harmony. Like the 2 of them are playing something, and by the time I get home, it's inspired a song, or like for me to write, or somebody can be telling me about their story. Next thing you know, I'm writing a song. Or sometimes it's personal experience. I went through a heartbreak. I'm not saying today, I check. This man is laughing at me. I check, you know, or somebody's story, you know, boys, money. We are talking about money. Anything can just spark,
can
like
inspire
a song,
you. All right, so if you just tuned in, yes, indeed, this is Sun Up, and yes, indeed, this is the man. Reynolds, the gentleman, is with me in the studio. Our phone lines are open. Finally, we got them back. If you have any questions for him, he's a producer. So the other day, I got a random phone call saying, Natalia, hello, Natalia. I want to, me person me here nyom. Let me say hi nyom wa ho. Say hi TV station nyom.
So maybe you know somebody who does.
Me say nyom wa antin bacho. Maybe me introduce you at Shobiz, beti me abwa but. So today this is the man who can actually help you answer all the questions when it comes to producing a song, what goes into it, and all of that. So my phone number is 0302 729 823 0302 729 823. If you have any question for Reynolds, the gentleman, this is your opportunity, you know, to pose the question to him. Now, so you've been in the industry for how long? Like how many years would you say?
Honestly, it started professionally. It started for me after Infant Pim, which was like 2006. So yeah.
2006?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, what, two
so
more
like
years
17,
to 20
yeah,
years.
that's like 17, 18 years.
Wow.
Man, that's a long
serious.
time.
Yeah. But I mean, it started for me with reality shows like you mentioned. went for Gangsters. That was like a group thing, and then continued on to Stars of the Future. That was 2010. So maybe proper after Stars of the Future.
After Stars of the Future.
That's when I started meeting industry people, like better producers, better singers, you know, instrumentalists and all.
Yeah. Also, I see that you do a lot of live performances.
Yes.
It's become your thing, and you're so comfortable. Clearly, I don't even have to ask you why, because I think because you play instruments, you know how to settle into that space well. What would you say has been one of the most memorable live experiences you've ever had? Like at the top of your head, it always comes to you and you smile.
Wow. As an instrumentalist, the biggest stage I have been on was, or was.
Either is fine.
Okay. Commonwealth Games with Manifest in Australia.
Wow.
I mean, I remember getting there, and the first thing that came to mind was, bro, how are you here? Like,
I know.
just playing keyboard got you to come all the way to this country, and like the experience. Me as a keyboardist, I had like 4 runners on the stage just assigned to me. Whatever you need, like, what can we do for you? Where can we place your keyboard? I was like, wow. And that was like an eye opener for me, because where I'm coming from, we thank God.
Oh, I'm coming from. It's another different stage.
Exactly. I mean, it was a huge experience for me. But as a singer, I would say, someone might say, oh, but that's not a huge stage. Please, every stage for me is huge.
Yeah.
For me, it was +223, and I was actually opening for Jibril.
Okay.
Another great artist, friend of mine. And it was incredible, like the way that people clapped after the performance. I know I've performed for people to clap, but that performance was so different. Like, I can't even begin to explain it. So for me, I'll choose that.
Yeah. And what makes you know, a stage memorable for you? Is it the audience response? Is it the people you play with, the band? Is it what usually is happening when you're on stage?
Honestly speaking, the coordination of everything. When everything goes the way I intended for it to go, that's my joy.
That's your joy.
Because like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing like, oh, this place is a small stage, this place, oh, keep it simple. No, everybody that knows me knows that I take every gig serious. Like, and when it goes well from A to Z, I'm the happiest person. I don't mind going home, she need my pockets. Like, I don't do this for money. When I say this, people look at me like, are you serious? Then how will you? Of course, I know money is important. But if you make money the focus, you lose the art. You understand?
True.
Yes, you can't say True.
Yeah. Very true. We're gonna watch one of your visuals where you're doing a live performance. I need people to kind of get into the space that we're talking about. When this gentleman is in his element, he's all the way in. He puts his back in it. He puts his foot in it, and it is just something that is a sight for sore eyes. Let's just watch this real quick. We will be right back.
When I'm crying so baby, I can't wait to see you. Baby, smile for me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you stand for me, yeah, 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 yeah. Turn around for me, yeah, 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 yeah. Now come and dance for me, yeah, 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 yeah. Wine on me slowly, baby, wine on me slowly. Wine on me slowly, darling, grind on me slowly. Wine on me slowly, baby, wine on me slowly. Wine on me slowly, slowly. Yeah. Darling, I want you by my side. So We can dance until the morning light. Whoa. 'Cause everything you do, they give me vibes. Riding the wave of love is what I prescribe. Say, so baby, do me kizomba. After that, if you do me the rumba. Ah yeah, sola, sola, señorita, mamacita. Say, baby, smile for me, smile for me. Can you stand for me, stand for me? Now turn around for me, around for me. Now come and dance for me, dance for me. Wine on me slowly, baby, wine on me slowly. Wine on me slowly, slow, slowly. Wine on me slowly, darling, wine on me slowly. Yeah, oh, hey. Slowly.
Boy, the way you do, boy, the way you do me. Like the way you do, like the way you do me. Yeah. Slowly, we can do it over and over tonight. Slowly, we can do it over and over tonight. Kizomba, after that if you give me the rumba. Oh yeah, sola, sola, señorita, mamacita, yeah, yeah. Slowly, baby, wine on me slowly.
My soul, AC, my girl, comfy, wahala, me chamber, darling, rubbing it, what you, bubble come a day, was soon, travel, told him, you know, remember, was 3 until it's 2 a.m. morning dew. I'm up at you, my home, and see you buy and go. Hey, say I'm a country without a only one, baby. Me, I was soldier, yeah. All your wishes, my command, oh yeah. Say I'm a get no data, and I drew you go back, take back. My sweetheart with a sweetheart. Whoa.
Okay, I was enjoying myself so much. I actually forgot that we're still on air. So asking questions and like, this is a performance for me. And I was telling you, you know, backstage or off air, that the kind of jam and the kind of vibe you have, you should be resident, Charlie, at some, every Friday I should be looking forward to you at some place. You know, like this is because your kind of energy and vibe and the band, and you were telling me that you put the band together.
Yes.
So what, you handpicked?
So these are guys I probably maybe played with the keyboardist here, played with the guitarist here, and then I just decided, no, you guys, can we do this together? Just for the sake of the show, but after that, we stayed together and we've been playing since.
You've been playing since. And gosh, the energy is just right. And when you get in your element, you're so in it. Like you're really, really in it.
Yeah, because the people deserve good things. Like for me, if you're focusing on money, like I was saying, you don't really care about what you're putting out. You're just looking for one big song, so that everybody will call you all over the place. No, for me, I want people to connect with what I'm doing. Be like, nah, I want to see this again. You know?
So, happy yourself, Fra. And I know Manifest Menewa. That was produced by Reynolds, the gentleman. If you didn't know now, you know. I mean, what goes into it for producing songs like that? Because I love Manifest Minewa. I mean, I equally love Fras, Happy Yourself.
Yeah.
And these songs did have done very well. It's just uphill climb.
Yeah.
How easy or difficult is it to do such productions? And also, how does it work? Did you? So did you do, for instance, Minewa, did you do it deliberately for Manifest? Did he ask for it to be done? Like, what usually is the process?
I like this. A lot of people do. Like, well, this is the thing. Minewa's beat, if I haven't said it anywhere before, I'm saying it here today.
Okay.
I did the beat for myself.
Oh!
It was one of the beats.
Okay.
I make beats on the regular, so it was a beat I made for myself. And I had gone for a rehearsal with Manifest. I think we're preparing to go to France also. And we're going back home. I said, oh, let me just play this. In my mind, let me play it for Manifest so that if I'll get a feature from him, like I'll do the song. And it, like he'll feature on the song. He heard it, he's like, nope, bro, I need this beat. You know? But then again, it was Manifest, so I was excited. I sent it to his email. Next thing I knew, like, I had no, it wasn't how he sent me like the raw version with him and Kim Promise. I was like, whew, this song is about to do wonders. Like, and yes, it's been doing that since. Sometimes too, you meet the artist, they come around. So pick a song like You Dey Feel the Vibe, I Dey Feel the Vibe. Fra, which is doing like really well. It's because we were feeling the vibe in the room. Like when I started producing it, it was feeling right. And you say this, Virgin will say this, you say this, Virgin will say this. So there's always different ways of producing. Yeah.
It's interesting because I know it's the same thing that for a lot of people, the movie people say the same thing. So that when I wrote this, I saw this person in my mind. It's just what it is.
I've done that too.
And then there's the other way around where I wasn't really sure who it is, but after I was done with it, this person came in and it just matched. It was like a match, you know, because Manifest mentioned when he was here that for his song with Obrafo, when he was writing the song, he, in his mind, even before it was done, he knew that nobody else would make this work than this man. You know, so sometimes it's either
it's true. It's true because my song with Manifest, same thing. When I was producing, like, because I had worked with him for a while, I just knew he would like it. Like, he would like it. Because I had already tried, like, other ones, seen his energy and everything. So, when I sent, the song is titled, I remember, same method. We're going home from some place. No, we're actually going to the studio. I started playing the song in his car. By the time we got to the studio, Manifest had written his verse and everything. Recorded it. That's
and that's it.
Yeah, so
and that's it.
It's all about connection.
It's all about connection. How you connect with the instrumental. Who's to say? Maybe someday, so help me God, I'll hear an instrumental that I will connect to.
Oh, trust me.
Nick is saying no. I said I don't waste anybody's time. Ain't nobody got time for this. So what should we expect from you between now and end of the year? I look, you need to resident somewhere. I mean, it has to happen.
Let's make it happen.
It has to happen. You need to resident somewhere.
I think I'll take you to talk to them because sometimes almost voice be say it'll be like, where's your artist?
You know.
Yeah, so I'll take you to do the talking.
Definitely.
And I'll do the
you need to resident somewhere. You have to be, if not like a weekly or bi-weekly, at least a monthly feature. Yeah. I need to. I want to look forward to you.
Oh wow!
You know, like the way I held my breath the entire yesterday, waiting for you. I need to know that there's a place I can go at the end of the month, or bi-weekly, and have a taste,
an experience
of Reynolds. Yeah. I said taste, you said experience.
Like this. George, Utia, so what?
You know, because it just can't be that we're tired of waiting because you're a live experience. You're not like somebody who has to go to the studio and do this and wait for December to play a show. You're not that person. You are the kind of person we need to have consistently. Like it has to be that because of your your live. You're just a live experience, and your vibe is just right.
Thank you.
But that's outside of it. What else should we look forward to?
So this year on my birthday, I'm trying to organize a concert.
When is the birthday?
November.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, November 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm working on something huge. It will be an exclusive concert.
Okay.
But we're trying to see if we can get like a big enough room.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want too many people, but we don't want a small number. So we're working on something, myself and my team. Yeah.
So help us God.
Yeah. And
November
then of course
5.
the album.
Yeah, November 5. We will be there.
Yeah.
We would love the experience.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. And I can't wait for the residency as well.
Yeah.
That one, dear.
Oh, no.
George.
Huh.
That has to happen. I was going to look into your camera. because you're calling George here. I'm like, where is
Lord.
George, this year, we need to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So for anyone who wants to, connect with you, maybe they want to check out the sounds you have, make music, whatever. How do they do that? What are your socials?
Reynolds TGM, REYNOLDS TGM. TGM, of course, the gentleman, that's what it stands for. On Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, you just need to spell out the full thing. On YouTube, it's Reynolds the Gentleman. Yeah, connect. Let's do this. Me, I'm ever ready.
Yeah.
I'm ever ready. Let's work.
Indeed, he is. And he's quite the gentleman.
Thank you.
So he'll take it easy on you. and also, outside of your socials, I lost my train of thoughts.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, something was coming to me. Okay, so we definitely will look forward to everything it is that you have between now and end of year. We're here to fully support you. You have your songs, especially the new one, on all streaming platforms.
Everywhere. Just search Reynolds the Gentleman.
Reynolds the Gentleman. Stream.
Yeah.
Stream. We need the numbers to go all the way up in the sky. Thank you so much, Reynolds, for coming
really
through.
Appreciate this.
I appreciate this too. Thank you. So this is where we draw the curtain. Some days when I'm saying something, then it brings something else. Like when I said up in the sky, you know what came to me? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Oh my God, Natalia, I've watched too much.
Animation vibes.
So happy birthday going out to Mr. Eric Banoyele, CEO of Tenaricus. God bless your new age into more grace and health in wealth. We appreciate you, and here at Showbiz, we're saying that life, and more life to you. And this is where we draw the curtain. Shouts going out to the team, to Tahir Abekusego, to Skyface Demigod, to Augustus aka Juanono, to Nicholas Cage, and to Captain Hooks, to Champagne, to Anig, my producer, to Glam by Aseye, my beautiful makeup artist, to Judith Akefi for coming through this morning. Thank you all so much. So help us God. We'll do this again tomorrow between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.
Showbiz Top 10. Showing every Thursday on Showbiz TV.
The Showbiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store. Search Showbiz TV. SHOBIZ. Download the Showbiz TV app. Now open the Showbiz TV app. Tap on Showbiz TV live stream, which takes you to Showbiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Showbiz TV live all day and all night. Showbiz TV, beyond music.
You go see me for countryside. Sugar cane